Another day, another mass shooting from the colonizer. It just never seems to fail. First off, let me thank all of my subscribers who sent me the link or any kind of links pertaining to this story. It was about maybe 3 or 4 of y'all who did. First off, I want to thank each and every one of you. You know who you are. So, when you wake up this morning, what is the first bit of news that you hear? This individual right here, whose name is Travis Rain King or Ryan King at this point, I really don't care how you pronounce his last name. The man's a terrorist. And I know that the mainstream outlets are not calling him that. I'll call him that because that's what he is. So he decided to go into the wee hours of the morning in a Tennessee Waffle House and open fire on the customers inside, killing 4 people. Now, what makes this story even stranger is that this guy, according to the articles, said he was semi-nude. So this man had little to no clothes on, and he was firing off this high-powered weapon. Now, they're going to use that as leverage, I'm telling you, to say that he had a mental illness. Like, what person will go into an area and commit a mass shooting with no clothes on? Like, where was he keeping all of this ammo at should he have run out? Now, according to this, it said that he sat in his car for hours just waiting to go in and, plot, do whatever it is he planned on doing. But he ended up shooting the place up and he killed 4 people. Now, I know that when black people go to a Waffle House, the most we'll ever do is maybe get into a little fight or something here and there, if that even happens. But we ain't gonna go up in there just to shoot up the place. It just ain't happening. The last time I think an incident happened where a black person ended up getting a black person was shooting in a Waffle House was when he got attacked by these 2 white guys, and y'all probably remember this. It happened, I think, back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, where these 2 white guys was messing with this black guy and they started attacking him. The black guy pulled out his gun and started firing. Now, he was only going after the people who attacked him. Everyone else pretty much like ducked down so they wouldn't get hit. And the guy shot one of the white guys that hit him. He didn't shoot the other one. The other one got out and he was taking his friend to the hospital, and the guy ended up dying on the way there. They almost pressed charges on the black guy, but they looked at the camera, saw he was defending himself. He was a licensed gun owner, so that pretty much cleared him of any charges that they were going to bring up against him, and they ended up bringing up charges against the guy who lived. And of course, like I said, the other guy died on the way to the hospital because he got shot he pretty much bled to death. Talk about I guess you can say true justice right there on his own part. But as I was also reading, I was thinking that they probably got this guy, but it turns out the most recent articles that I've seen that probably were posted less than an hour ago saying that he's on the run. The guy is still out there on the run. They are looking for this guy. This guy is actually wanted in Illinois, and he committed this shooting in Tennessee. That means this man drove from Illinois, from a place called Peoria, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, all the way to Tennessee and committed this crime. So that means he also has a rap sheet back in Illinois for some crimes he's most likely committed there as well. And you can look at this guy and tell he has a few bolts loose up there in his head. He just looks crazy. Now, I'm not sure if this is a mugshot that we're seeing of him or not, or maybe an ID picture from a job. But either way, the guy is crazy. And if anybody comes across this guy, do not hesitate to contact your local authorities. Because anybody who can come into a Waffle House with a high power weapon right like that and fire off rounds and be semi-nude, as they called it, is crazy. Now, I'm going to pause the video right quick and bring up something else that was sent to me recently before I made this video. This man's name is James Shaw Jr., and he was inside of the Waffle House that Travis Ryan King shot up. It said that it was 2:30 in the morning and he was leaving a fraternity party and he decided to get something to eat. Let me tell you, those of you who live in the South knows that the Waffle House is like a spot that people go to after a long night at the club or any kind of party because they are open 24 hours. But anyway, He is the man that disarmed Travis Reinking. Now, unfortunately, he wasn't able to disarm him before he killed 4 people, but he was able to disarm him before he killed anybody else. And as you can see, he has injuries on his arm right here, and he has a bandage around his hand because he got injured there. Now, he was able to disarm this guy without any weapon of his own, or without using any kind of weapons. He disarmed him on his own accord. He just knew he had to do something. I was reading it and it said that he knew he had to do something. He saw the opportunity and he took it. He probably came from him behind and disarmed him that way. And he's very lucky that he didn't get killed himself. Luckily, he's still alive. He's able to tell the story. Hopefully, well, mainstream media is probably only going to give him a little bit of an outlet, because after all, this is a black man that did this. Now, in the articles, if you read some of them, it says that it has the word hero in quotations. And the reason why that is because James Shaw Jr. is being modest. He doesn't want to be labeled as a hero. So the journalists are going to write hero in quotations. So don't feel that they're writing it because, oh, why would we call him a hero? We're just going to put it in quotations because we don't see him as one. It's because he doesn't see himself as one. Now, if he did, then they would take the quotations out. This is just journalism 101. But shout out to this individual because he saved more lives. Unfortunately, the other 4 people died, but I'm sure he's not going to allow that to affect him. He was able to save more people than not. And he was able to do it, without the assistance of any police workers. He did this before the police got there. And I think that's probably how that Travis Reinking was able to get away. He probably was, instead of using the gun and turning it on that Travis character, he was just like probably in immediate shock that he was even able to disarm him. And as you can see, he suffered injuries himself, probably fighting him off. I wish I could see some surveillance footage of that, because I know Waffle House got cameras inside of their establishments. I would like to see what that looked like. But shout out to him. I know he's going to make a recovery. He's probably going to get some awards. He's probably going to get some money from the state and whatnot. We know he's not going to get acknowledged by that idiot sitting in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say right now as it pertains to this story. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.